The green light is on and we are underway for the qualifying hour. We're just looking at a replay quickly. Simon Pagenaud, 7 rolls down at turn number 1. An horrific accident. I'm delighted to say he has walked away completely unharmed. He's A-OK. The second chassis has been built up for him as well from the oval spec, and he is all set to continue in for today's IndyCar. Hello everyone, welcome up to the commentary box. Jess and Josh alongside me. Let's go down to the pit lane.
This Indianapolis 500 car that the team pulled in and is in the process of assembling here to get ready for the race tomorrow. They will not make a qualifying attempt. And in the meantime, Connor Daly has been tabbed to be the fill-in if Simon is not cleared to race tomorrow. He will be evaluated in the morning. The team's hoping to maybe know something a little bit sooner than that, but Simon will be evaluated in the morning. Connor would be the one to fill in. He's been in the engineering meetings today, kind of trying to immerse himself with this team if this situation does present himself. He didn't have any of his gear, so his mom Beth is currently driving his seat. All his safety gear over from Indianapolis. That's expected to be here by 3:20 at last check. So the plan is in place if Simon is not able to go tomorrow. They hope he will be. When we talked to him earlier, he said he was feeling okay, but certainly want to be safe on the safe side of things, and Simon will be evaluated in the morning.
Yeah, and Jess, it was a huge accident, wasn't it, on the board as well? And everyone was like, what on earth was happening? A big triple vertical split. I mean, it's unbelievable what we saw there. And he walked away from it completely unharmed, but they're just double-checking him, so only Cash Neves making it in. But fingers crossed he's going to be okay. That was in our second practice session that we had on here on JB Motorsports via the IndyCar Radio Network team. So you've already heard that earlier on today, but now we're back up with our main comms team. Let's get your thoughts on it, Jess. It was a scary accident. Welcome back, by the way.
Hello, welcome back, everyone. I'm echoing a little bit. There we go, that's better. I think he was very lucky as well, because I was a bit worried he wasn't going to make it, because it was sitting on his side for quite a long time, but thanks to the IndyCar safety team for doing all they can to get the car to allow Simon to get out of the car quickly, and yeah, so let's just hope that he can race tomorrow, but if he's not, let's hope he gets better soon and he can race for the next one. But the most important thing is just hope he recovers well.
A bit of a spot of rain there as we're riding with Cash Neves in this session. You can see who's in this timing group via our timing screens. Just found out it's actually incorrect, our timing monitor, because we haven't got the numbers on the side of the screen there, as I know many of our viewers like to take a look at who's who, so we've got them open now. Josh T, afternoon. The main team this year seems to be myself, you and Jess, it seems, on series. So that's quite fun. Back together for an IndyCar this weekend. How are you, Josh? Yep. Are you doing okay? You've had a couple of hours rest.
Yep, I had a couple of hours at rest. Had some dinner. Well, the spare
So
dinner,
did I.
which was pizza.
I've
It's still on my bed over there. So, but in Group 1, taking part in Group 1, Alex Palou, Patrick Ward, Scott McLaughlin, David Malukas, Felix Rosenquist, Alexander Rossi, Jack Harvey, Helio Castroneves, Joseph Newgarden, Ryan Hunter Ray, Marcus Ericsson, Canapino, and Pedersen.
JD says, hi, am I the only one? No, there's a few more here. It just takes a while for IndyCar to build up, actually, with its streaming. As Palou goes top 107.5205. Hello, JD. Nice to see you again. Back in the comms box. Harvey's improving on his lap times. Several of them are actually coming up there. Cash Neves making the 13th at the moment. By the way, just got to mention, our coverage of the Grand Prix of Mid-Ohio will also be available on USRN. That'll be on tomorrow, as we are on the build-up to everything. So tomorrow on USRN, you can join us for the Grand Prix of Austria. Then you can join us for the Grand Prix of Mid-Ohio. And then you can join Matthew, Seth and Adam on USRN covering the first ever NASCAR street race at Chicago. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And that's where Josh T's going after this IndyCar quality. He's going to the Xfinity Series, which I think is going to be fun! No! Pato's spun it! Pato's done a 360 and he's in the gravel and now he's into the grass, nearly into the gravel. Can he get it refired? But there's a nasty bump there, Jess. I think this might be a red flag, and it is. Red flag. Session stopped. O'Ward stuck it, and it needs to be covered back out. So red flag's out. Session is stopped, and it's lucky he didn't go back over the track. That's why the gravel's there to sort of stop him.
Yeah, I wasn't laughing at the crash. I was laughing at your reaction.
Yeah. I was mid-sentence, and all of a
Sorry.
sudden there's a McLaren spinning around in front of me, and it is Pato O'Ward, and he was fastest, 106.9058, so he's going to lose his fastest time and won't be allowed to do any further running in this session. So O'Ward, which was crucial for the championship, has had a big no-no. This is how it happened, Jess. Just lost the rear, I think.
Yeah, I think he just lost it by himself and he couldn't catch it, and that's probably him done unless he can get the car backfiring, but I doubt it.
Just getting worse. I'll cry as well later to get it all sorted. Not great news at all, is it really? And that's Josh. We said O'Ward could be in the hunt for a race win on the Grid Network earlier on. Not really going forward.
Yeah, well, I mean, until he spun it around, that was quite a nice Tokyo Drift style from the from the aerial camera, but unfortunately he did lose it. Here we are on the onboard, going up, and just get some massive twits and a massive slide. Spins it round straight into the grass, and less than a metre it looked like away from the gravel, so very lucky there. The AMR safety team on scene, gonna pull him out, get him refired, and we will be able to continue. Now you can see your clock running down on the YouTube stream, but the clock has stopped at 5 minutes and 48 seconds. That's just the time and 71 systems recognised it's a red flag, but the clock hasn't recognised it's a red flag. Here's another replay of the spin, Josh.
I'll tell you one thing, he's lost his fastest time as well, so it's dropped him down to 13th place now, 1:11.365. JD says, am I the only one? Is Scott McLaughlin Australian? Yes. No, he's a Kiwi. Scott McLaughlin's a Kiwi. New Zealander. JD says,
Oh, yeah, New Zealand.
Yes. Has the race started? No, this is qualifying. Race is tomorrow, same time. 8 o'clock tomorrow. You can join us for that one. Craig D says, I'm here watching for the US of A. Hello, Craig D. Nice to see you all. As we always have a big spike coming up, remember. Peacock only is where you'll see the Grand Prix of Toronto, but you can watch it here with our watch-along team. That will be coming up in the next few weeks, so we have that advantage to keep having us up here in the comms team. Also, the systems are almost up and running, I'm delighted to tell you, with the ability to have the driver tracker on the main screen in proper timings. We're sorting that out late tomorrow afternoon. But with US Arena, it has a little bit of an issue, so we'll try and get that sorted. But green flag will come out shortly as O'Ward is refired and comes back into the pit lane. So not too bad then.
Very unlucky from Pato O'Ward there. Just lost a rear and unfortunately got him spun round. The current standings, 324 points for Polo, 74 points back Ericsson, and then 81 points back from Newgarden. And O'Ward and Dixon are on the same amount of points. And in the chat here from Germany, why was it red? Just started watching. Hello. And Pato O'Ward spun it and stalled it.
Yeah. So it just has to sort of stay there.
Yep. Now the clock should
Reset,
refresh shortly. 5 minutes and 48 stopped.
Hopefully it does, because otherwise Timing 71 will have a hissy fit at the moment.
Just asking a question quickly to a friend of mine who's in Dubai, as mentioned earlier on.
The one where was it? At Austria, where the lap time...
Spoilers!
The lap time on the boat.
What?
Joke.
No idea.
I still need to watch the sprint race.
We're not saying anything, but don't.
Okay, good.
Yeah. I wouldn't bother.
But I guess from the sound of it, it sounded boring anyway, so
I've never been done more. That one was good. You'll enjoy that. Just watch the highlights.
Ah, well, I'll watch the highlights instead then.
Well, we're green again.
And the clock has reset itself to the correct time, so we're underway. Woohoo! Cars will head back out onto the circuit. And let's see what we're going to... oh, hang on. The timer has been reset to 10 minutes. Time is now 10 minutes. No, it's correct.
Right.
It is. According to the IndyCar tracker, on the driver tracker up here in the box, it's reset to 10 minutes. Not 5.
It's meant to be 5 minutes.
Rain.
That is bizarre. We haven't restarted the whole session, so...
No.
It's just changed
It's
from the
10
TV
minutes.
pictures as well.
Yeah, so the session has been extended a further 5 minutes. They really hate us, don't they?
They do.
They really don't want me to go over to NASCAR, do they?
If you need to leave...
They don't really want me to get some sleep because I've got to do commentary at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning.
We've got to be doing comments. Well, Joss has got to be commentating. I'm in the pit lane at like 7:30 tomorrow morning.
And I'm commentating for another hour on the ERC after this as well, and then
Yeah.
I'll go get some rest.
Yeah.
No rest.
So I was
for the
meant to do
wicked.
3 hours and I ended up doing like 4 or 5 hours today.
Josh, can you take over TV pictures? Is that possible? Because it's lagging the iPad a lot.
That is possible if you give me 1 to 2 minutes.
Well, I'll put those on the battle screen as well while we're waiting for that. Battle screen. That's the one we want. With the driver tracker, because you can see it's just
Hold
frozen.
on.
at the moment.
Where is? I'm trying to find live timing so I can get my timing 71 up.
You are very lucky that I fixed my TV picture sharing problems in between the F1 sprint and the IndyCar practice. Well, qualifying.
Brilliant. You thought ahead.
Ah.
Radio.
Useful knowledge we've seen.
Oh, no. Team communication graphic came up. I should learn with IndyCar. It's not always the same thing. Alexander Rossi.
It's
says
non-existent.
Oh,
Their
and
team communication.
that is the 20 coming out on the circuit as well. That's going to be the new boy, isn't it? Ryan Hunter-Ray replacing Daly.
Ah.
And Ryan Hunter-Ray, of course, was back full-time at Carpenter Racing from the last race at Road America, which you and Ed covered, Jess, rather brilliantly, I might add. It was one of the best races of the season. Sorry I missed it.
It was really good, actually. Took a while for the stream to get going, but we got there in the end, and it was nice to do it with Ed again. So I think we're doing a lot of stuff together at the moment. Like I said, we never commentated alongside each other since FSR, so we seem to be doing a lot of stuff together at the moment. But yeah, it was good. Hopefully today is the same. There was a clip as well which I found funny with me reacting to Roman Grosjean's crash.
Which one?
bit.
Which one? Oh, that one, yeah.
Yeah, I got a bit annoyed.
Yeah.
Lucky he was still back racing, but I got a bit annoyed that was when you lost TV pictures
Yes.
for F1.
Oh, that was
Naomi joined and Naomi said, "Oh, I'm glad I'm here to watch this."
That was a chaotic. That was chaotic, I can tell you right now as well, because literally, we had 15 minutes before the start, we lost TV pictures, and
That's why you had to dash.
Yeah, we were commentating on what was it? Sky Go on the iPad, and then on Megan's phone, and then all of a sudden, just luckily, on the
Lucas.
yeah, then luckily on the whatchamacallit, parade lap, the miracle came back and we got TV pictures.
Very nice.
30 seconds.
No worries. Pelot to the top. The man who's won here twice before 2021 and 2022, looking to make it a third time here. Oh, sorry. He was third here in 21, second here in 22. Now he's looking to win here in 23, but he's won the previous 2 races, looking to make it a 3. So that's all looking good. As Ward has now left the pit lane, by the way. Oh no, he's gone back in again. He did briefly leave and come back in again. As Josh G's pictures are coming up, I'll wait for him to get...
Yeah. It was a shame because Ward was fighting with Pelot for the win in Road America, which was really entertaining.
Yeah.
That lasted for quite a bit.
Josh
That was
G's
good to
having
watch.
issues with the commentary box. But that's no worries.
I know he's sorting out the TV pictures.
Yeah. Ericsson crossed the line. Does he improve from 9th? Not just yet as he comes through turn 1 and 2. That's where the green flag will be later on. The start line He is actually about 2 meters away. He's cheering now in the box.
Yeah, I see it. He's like,
Yeah, hands up in the air. Is it working now, Josh?
yeah, it is
Yes,
working.
I just had
I
to
can see it.
take the HDMI and like the power cable out and put it back in.
Nice.
Right, now
Are
it's
they
just,
all good, Jess?
Yep, it's all good.
You can,
Woohoo!
and you can see it. I can't see it on mine.
Well, can't you?
Go on, right click on not Josh T and untick the disable video option.
Yeah,
Well,
that's what.
15 seconds left. Scott McLaughlin in fourth, was improving. We're on board with Newgarden now. Ericsson, the fastest timer, 105.925.
How does Jess remember all this of what we've done before? That's what I want to know. Every time.
Because I have a good memory. I remember what-
I forgot I did that.
Checkered flag
because
is
I
out.
think there was one stream. Anyway, check
Yeah.
the flags out, as Josh
Yep,
T
checkered
said.
flag out. Current top 6 going through to round 2, the fast 12. Ericsson, Plo, Rosenquist, McLaughlin, Harvey and Malukas, and it doesn't look like anybody is improving, so I think that's that top
Harvey.
6.
Wow.
Great, and that puts Rossi out. Both McLarens out, actually. So Rossi, Newgarden's out. Hunter Ray, Castron Evers, Augustin Canapino, Pedersen, and O'Ward. O'Ward starts last in the race, so some big names getting eliminated here in Group 1. And it is, as Jess said, a surprising few going through. Ericsson not, Palou not, Rosenquist not, McLaughlin not, but Harvey and Malukas definitely. The two surprises, arguably, that should have been Rossi or Newgarden going through, or O'Ward. So a lot of
They
shocks.
made the most of the track conditions, though, for those two, so they did it, and good on them. He needed that motivation, to be honest,
Yeah,
after the unluckiness that he had at Road America, where the only person he was fighting with after his crash was Romain Grosjean.
Yeah.
and of course the track was changing. It's been raining overnight, so it's been less grip, now slightly more grip coming into the factor as well. Let's pass over then as we look at the starting 13th for Alexander Rossi, 15th Joseph Newgarden, 17th Ryan Hunter-Reay, 19th Helio Castroneves, 21st for Augustin Canapino, and then 21st for Benjamin Pedersen, 23rd for Pato O'Ward. Let's hand over to NBC.
Do about it. What happened this time around that's going to make you start from the back?
No, I mean, it was obviously my mistake. I just feel for the team. We had a really fast car, but that doesn't mean we can't go forward tomorrow, right? So, yeah, well, it's just it was all on me on that one, and I lost the rear, and it got to an angle where I couldn't save it, and then stalled it as soon as I got into the grass. So, yeah, it's just freaking sucks.
Is that indicative of how tight it is? You know, I've talked to probably 8 different drivers that think they have a fast 6, maybe even a pole car. So you first got to advance, and that's not a given.
No, I mean, it's just you're taking these cars to the limit, and sometimes these things will happen, right? It's probably not going to be the last time it happens, and you just got to look forward into, you know, at least this isn't the race. This is just qualifying, and the race is super long, so we can make a lot of spots. And when you have you know, a comfortable car underneath you, and you know, we'll go forward tomorrow. There's no doubt in my mind.
Bad news for Pato O'Ward, good news for race fans, because he will be entertaining coming from back there.
Well,
They did
it
it.
is possible, not from maybe 25th, but Scott Dixon has won from 22nd as Joseph Newgarden. He never likes to hang around. He gets frustrated with qualifying, you know, when he knows he sets the bar so high for himself, and is pretty bummed about that as he heads back to the Team Penske haulers. So no Newgarden, no O'Ward, no Rossi, no Hunter-Reay, but in and celebrating guys like Jack Harvey and David Malukas. They go through. Marcus Ericsson had tremendous speed. And at one point in time, Ryan Hunter-Reay was on top of the order. Unfortunately, he was one of the ones that did not make it through. Dylan?
Well, he will end up 17th, but some progress from Road America. And let's just talk kind of about the fact that this is your second weekend in this car with this team now. Are things getting better? Do you feel like progress is being made just from one weekend to the next?
Yeah, I mean, the team's done a phenomenal job adapting to this this whole situation in a short amount of time. So, yeah, still obviously we're both learning together, and they're trying to come to me on what I need grip-wise, and it's still kind of the same scenario I rode America. I'm just lacking mid-corner front grip, which is a big lap time robber here, and in this series in general on road and street circuits. So we're working on that. The good thing is we have a direction. We made the car a lot better from where we started. So we're heading, we're trending in the right direction on that. Just head down, focusing on our own task list, and yeah, having a good time doing it.
Thanks, Ryan. Kevin.
Alexander Rossi is going over data and trying to figure out where they could find an extra 0.04 of a second, which is what he was missing. And you can see him talking with Brian Barnhart, his strategist. Craig Hampson, his engineer, is over there as well. Want to see if Alex can talk to us real quick. Sorry, we're on live. What were you missing?
I mean, really everything. Like, we're trying to figure it out. It's disappointing. I don't know that we thought we had a car for pole, but I think we should have gotten out of our group.
Thank you. Let's get back to work.
Green lights on as we just see a few errors there from the McLarens. There's on board with Rossi as well. Just a snap jet oversteer and onto the gravel as well.
Probably what cost him.
Yeah.
Yep. It was not that far off from being got through, but in Group B, we have Scott Dixon, Marcus Armstrong, Will Power, Santino Ferrucci, Graham Rahal, Renus VK, Colton Herter, Carl Kirkwood, Roman Grosjean, Stephen DiFrancesco, Christian Lopez, Stingray Rob, Simon Pagino, but he's not going to be racing, and Cameron Eilert.
Just got a text message as well from my friend saying, well, I know all the cocktails off by heart and I've worked there less than a month. It's a very good skill set to have as well, actually. 10 minutes on the clock. It won't start until the first driver crosses the control line in this session. That's actually a very good skill set to know, actually. I'm surprised about that. And we've done it. First driver's crossed the control line. The 10 minutes starts now. And it was Pagino who took it across the line. So they're all going so slowly just through the hairpins at the top of the hill. My goodness.
Well, I thought Pagino wasn't...
Yeah, that's a point.
Session.
Yeah. Maybe he's sensors tripped it or something or other, but he's not there. He's not even at the track right now. He's at hospital, so.
Yeah, because he's been clear not to take part today, but they're going to see how he is tomorrow.
Maybe Stavros is here. Steve Parish. Stavros, former motorcycle racer as well in MotoGP in the late 70s, early 80s. Once qualified, Barry Sheen was late to the track. He was stuck in a traffic jam at a race at Snetterton one day, or maybe Donington, something or other. No, it was at Alton Park. That was it. I remember now. It was at Alton Park one day. And Barry couldn't get to the track. And so the team asked Steve Parish to say, could you just take Barry's bike out and everything and just do a lap time on it? So they put him in all his leathers, and out comes Steve Parish dressed in Barry Sheen's clothes. And he gets on the bike, goes round, and sticks it on pole position. He then comes back into the pit lane, straight in, gets changed into his outfit, comes back out again, goes on his bike, and qualifies fourth on the grid. He out-qualified himself on exactly the same bike. I found that hilarious. It's one of his best stories. He out-qualified. And Barry didn't even qualify. Barry came in later on the afternoon and says, all right, Steve, where did we qualify? And he goes, you're P1, I'm P4. And he goes, how did you manage that? And he says, I've no idea. So that was brilliant, though. It's all in the book.
That was brilliant.
I miss commentating with Steve in my ears. That was 2013. Him and Charlie Cox. The stories they used to get up to on the BBC MotoGP team. I'll tell you another one while we're waiting for the first time to come through. They always used to destroy hire cars, and they were late for the airport one race coming back from Sepang. And we've got Susie Perry in the back of the car doing a makeup, and Charlie Cox and Steve Parish is driving, and Charlie's in the front seat. And Steve says, okay, we'll take a shortcut over a field. And they're going bump, 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 bump over the field. And Susie's going up and down, makeup everywhere. They hit a pothole, and the car just breaks in half. But Susie goes flying forward and whacks her head on the front of the on the windscreen. And she's there with a massive bump on her head. And they've got to fly They've got a flight to catch 20 minutes later. So they ditch the hire car. They run to the airport. They get there and they said, no, she can't fly. She's looked drunk. And they said, no, it's fine. She's okay. But she's got a massive, great big lump on the top of her head. And she flew home. And it was unbelievable. I mean, honestly,
insane. We've got some times on the
go.
board. They hurt her fastest at the moment, 106.886. So we've got Lundgaard in second.
Eilert.
No, it's Eilert that has now gone second.
Yeah, he's come across the line now just quickly. Dixon goes fifth. That puts power out of it as well. But they're all improving. Sartina, Ferrucci on that lap time at the moment as they fly across. Herta, Eilert, Lundgaard, Grosjean, Dixon, VK, the current top six. Followed by Power, Di Francesco, Rob, Rahal, Ferrucci, Armstrong, Kirkwood. Lundgaard goes second ahead of Eilert as well as they come across the lines. Dylan Di Francesco, impressive as ever, takes in third position. Liking this.
I'm liking this as well.
Here's Kirkwood, second.
Yeah, 106.357. The timing screen momentarily showed him as 1,000th of a second quicker than Herta, but he lost a little bit of time there. Eilert 20 thousandths faster, now a little bit slower. Dixon 11th, 107.1282. Now Rob goes 9th.
Oh,
Eilert 8th.
On board with Devlin Di Francesco having a bit of a worry. Dixon goes second, 106.3370. Herta, though, still top. Joe Samaniego said earlier he was thinking about putting Herta as a picker winner because he's got a good relationship with this track. Maybe it's not so daft to think that at the moment. Big slide from the Auto Nation on board then as well. Devlin Di Francesco, 8th at the moment. Kirkwood improving. Up and up the timing screen. Dixon's gone down. Power's improving from 10th place too.
Yeah, well, Lundgaard again in a different version of the lime green machine.
Yeah. Kirkwood
That
is
is
Sit
that.
in fourth with a 106.4274. It's Lundgaard's favourite colour lime this season.
Must be. He's always changing.
Lundgaard had it a few
Couple of
weeks ago in
races.
Road America. It was a really good, one of my favourite colours as well. Was doing well for most of the race, really. Some great battles he had.
Yeah, but I believe that car was fully lime. This one's lime and black.
Oh, right, so there's a bit of black to it. Okay, so it's different. Is Grosjean back to the typical Andretti colours this weekend?
The D8L, yes.
Okay,
Yellow
cool.
D8L. And
It confused me when I was commentating, and I was just like, is that Grosjean?
yeah, well, Grosjean on the drop zone in the in sixth.
Oh,
In the
no.
bubble.
106.500, exactly 106.5 from Roman Grosjean, currently in sixth.
Lundgaard's improving by 41 thousandths.
Yeah, now drops down a
Here
little
he
bit
is.
slower.
Every time I see that
Oh, I
line,
like
vivid.
this.
Yeah, in the vivid lime green machine.
I like the sponsor incorporation to it. It's really good. Anyway,
Danica Patrick then on the screen.
hey, that's good. Is Danica Patrick? Did you say that Danica was going to join Hungary or something?
Yeah,
Or
Danica's
one
in.
of the-
Yeah, Danica's in Hungary. Yeah.
Oh, that is so cool.
Danica, of course, famously ran with the GoDaddy lime green livery in both IndyCar and NASCAR, and is the only female winner of the IndyCar series. Back at
So Danica's a good pundit as well.
She
knows
is.
her stuff.
Lundgaard to the top, 105.8933. Where was it? Twin
And,
wing. A Honda twin wing rotating.
By 4.
The
T6.
owner of the GoDaddy number 7 right now is a frequent displayer of his NASCARs at American Speed Fest. So it's always down there at American Speed Fest if you want to go see it.
Lundgaard
Oh.
bumping into the hairpin at 3. Didn't like that.
Oh, he's off the track.
Well, that's where O'Ward spun, if I remember rightly, in
Yes,
Group
earlier on.
1,
Yeah.
round 1.
It's taking a bit longer than normal to get this session completed, isn't it? Into the chicane then. 4 and 5 at the Kinks. They're just keeping it together. 2 minutes 25 left on the board. No one's improving just yet, but this is their banker laps done. Grosjean's just on the cusp, but Armstrong, VK, all looking to get through. Eilot's on there too. Rahul's miserable year continues, but he's actually improving. The curse is working to make him improve. On board now with Rahul.
Yep, you talk about him, you shall receive his
He's not
onboard as he goes third with a 106.335.
He couldn't qualify for the Indy 500. He can qualify for this one at Mid-Ohio.
As for Jack Harvey, David Malukas, and now Rahul. What is
great.
going on?
The car works at this track.
But
And he's going faster.
He's
yeah,
going
that
fast by
does
2/10.
knock out Roman Grosjean, but he is 41 thousandths faster at this current time. On your screen now, if you're watching along with us, is Santino Ferrucci, who's half a second slower. No doubt he's backed off. Now Marcus Armstrong, the rookie, he's looking fast as well.
I think he's lifted as well. He's slow across that line, so can't quite tell he's up by 23 thousandths. Yeah, now he's down on time. Everyone's improving.
I think everyone's going to find some time as well. If it's one person I wouldn't mind knocking out Grosjean, it's Rahul.
Maybe Kirk.
I like Rahul.
Herta's going faster than Lundgaard as Rahul goes second with a 106.031.
Nice.
Just listen to the
And
engines out.
Armstrong goes to third. If we were running on board with
Grosjean!
Grosjean, who goes to third as well.
That's kicked power out.
The track's evolving.
Kirkwood tops.
Kirkwood pole. So in the drop zone at the moment, we got Dixon Power. Can't read the others because it's a bit pixelated on my screen. Oh, there we go.
Herta, Power, Eilot, Di Francesco,
Francesco.
VK, Rob, and Ferrucci, and of course Pasano. As VK goes sixth, Armstrong down into the drop zone. Herta third.
Grosjean at risk now.
10 seconds to go.
Who's going to be
Power
out there?
fifth.
Grosjean's out.
Power struggling. Rob's out. He's just on a lap time with 3 to go. Check it out now. Power's improving.
Rahul's in the drop zone. Oh no.
Oh, he's in P6. He's still just on the cusp. He's in danger. The 14's backed out of the time. Power's improving. And that is Santino Ferrucci done and dusted. He'll start last, I
think
believe.
Rahul's good.
Yeah, I think we've just got it, hasn't he? Everyone else is too far down
Very
the timings.
nice. Very nice.
There's VK. And that's a shock. Venus VK not going through to the top 12 shootout before the Firestone
Same with
Fast 6.
Armstrong. I'm shocked about Armstrong and Grosjean. And Ferrucci.
Cross the line for the control. VK's 3/10 down. He's not going to improve anywhere near his fastest time. There's the control line. Nope. That's it. All done. Top 6 going through. Kirkwood, Dixon, Herta, Lundgaard, Power, Rahul. Out. Grosjean, VK, Armstrong, Eilot, Rob, Devlin, Di Francesco, and Ferrucci. The losers from that session. The 7 out. Well, this is just insanity. Rahul has gone through. Bring it on for Rahul, Letterman, Lanigan Racing. Their look may just be finally changing.
This
Well,
is
as
really
you said, he couldn't qualify for the Indy 500, but what he can do is qualify for the Honda Indy 200 at Mid-Ohio.
Oh, and Jess, look at that from Roman. He's not happy. He's shaking his head.
He's all right. He's shaking
When
his
is he
head.
ever
but
happy in IndyCar this season? This season's been so unlucky for Roman Grosjean.
He could have scored more points. And they're just crashing after. To be fair, was it McLaughlin and Grosjean in the first race, but then they shook hands afterwards and chatted afterwards.
Yeah.
And I liked that. I did like the incident, but I like the fact that they shook hands afterwards and said, "Oh, we'll let it slide."
Let's hand over then to NBC to get some interviews before we go in for the top 12 from this qualifying session.
And the driver of the 11 Ridgeline machine will start from 18th tomorrow. And that's Marcus's toughest starting spot since being penalised and going to the back at Barber Motorsports Park.
See down there, other drivers not advancing. Saw Callum Eilot walking off. Stingray Rob, Devlin Di Francesco, and Santino Ferrucci. Still looking for more pace, and that's a pretty big gap. second and a half. So for Ferrucci, they've got to definitely figure something out. That car was pretty quick here last year.
And it was also pretty quick at Road America. Both AJ Foy racing cars made it into the top 12, but one of the guys that did not make it in, we saw him earlier, Romain Grosjean, frustrated, and he's down with Dylan Welch.
Yeah, just missed it there in this first round of Group B. So I know you guys made some changes between practice 1, practice 2, and then again between qualifying sessions. So what more did you need there?
We messed up the tire pressure. We got them wrong. So shame, happens. I mean, the car was there, but we messed up the tire pressure, so couldn't do anything.
Is 14th, which is where you'll start tomorrow. How do you feel about that? It's better maybe than it's been the last couple of weeks, but trending in the right direction perhaps?
No, I disagree. I think we should be up there. We've got 2 sticker pole on the car. We should have more. So yeah, it is what it is. A mistake shouldn't have happened, but we're going to work, and good news, the race tomorrow.
All right, that's Romain Grosjean. He's going to try to charge from 14th tomorrow, Kevin.
Marcus Armstrong will be the highest starting rookie tomorrow, but I know you had higher expectations. Still, so challenging to learn these new tracks. What have you been dealing with this weekend, and how close are you?
Yeah, further off than I would have liked, honestly. We've been struggling through practice this weekend, and I was hoping for a miracle. I wouldn't have minded some rain, but yeah, we just didn't have the pace in that run. My lap felt quite okay. I think that I've just got to learn this track a bit better. Yesterday it felt like I was a bit on the back foot having to learn this place, but I think you can win from anywhere here at Mid-Ohio, so there's no reason why we can't.
So halfway through the season now, where does this rate as far as difficult to pick it up and the time available?
Yeah, this has probably been the most difficult track to learn, honestly. Just there's so many tricks, and obviously I don't want to make any excuses because that's part of it, but yeah, if I had another practice session, I think it would have helped me a lot, but next time.
Thank you, Marcus. Dylan.
Rinus VeeKay was 8th in that session, so he will not advance. No, you also were kind of battling some balance things in practice earlier. Do you feel like you got that closer, or what were you missing there?
Yeah, we were just struggling with understeer in practice. With all those elevation changes, of course, the front kind of takes off when you go down, so we couldn't really master that. But I think at the end, like after this practice session before qualifying, I think we made really good changes, and yeah, just kind of missed it. I think we have other issues to battle now on the balance, but at least I think we got rid of our biggest weaknesses. So I'm proud of the Bitcoin crew. They did a good job, and I think we have a fast race car. Our pace is pretty good, so I mean, I finished 4th last year in this race, so I love this place. Hopefully I can pass 2 guys on the outside again in turn 6, and that'll help.
Yeah, that was exciting. How tough is it to nail the balance here with as many different twists and elevation turns and things that it takes to be fast here?
It is very hard and very sensitive. So it's a pretty tight track, and the talent in IndyCar right now, it's incredible. It's so hard to it's so tight to get to the top and advance. But I think we did a pretty good job, pretty good effort, and the car did what I asked, and now now we figured that out. There's some other stuff we need to battle, but I think, yeah, it's a crazy track with all these elevation changes, and I mean, pretty good progression, and we'll get him tomorrow on the race.
Rinus will start 16th tomorrow.
And his teammate Ryan Hunter-Reay will start from position 17 for both of the Ed Carpenter Racing Chevrolets. So in that traditional gap right now between Q1 and Q2, Fast 12 is coming up in just a few moments' time. And if you take a look at an overview of the last 8 races here at Mid-Ohio, the start position of the eventual race winner. So Scotty Mack last year started on the front row, so too did his teammate the year prior. Poles for both Herter and Power as you work your way backwards. Dixon started 8th, but as we mentioned earlier, Dixon has come from 22nd to win. When you think about way back in 25th is Pato O'Ward. So James, as a driver, do you grip onto historical nuggets like that and say it can be done?
Oh, for sure. I mean, look, this is not an easy track to make up ground on the racetrack, but strategy options exist here, and all it takes, unfortunately, it does take a bit of luck. This is not a situation where, even with the pace that we've seen out of the 5-car this weekend, they're just going to drive their way through the field necessarily. Though we saw Will Power do something kind of similar last year. It's a race where strategy can fall your way if you have just one yellow that goes at the right time.
Well, how about this guy, the driver of the American Legion Honda for Chip Ganassi Racing, Alex Palou. What a season it's been. Quietly spoken.
I just had to execute.
But as soon as that helmet goes on, he goes to work in the most emphatic way.
Great drive, man. The car's been amazing all weekend. We knew that we were going to fight for the win.
He is going to elevate himself to the leader of the IndyCar Series Championship.
What an amazing job.
This is tracking to be a monster 4-lap average for Alex Palou. They haven't even started the race yet, and look at how this team celebrates pole.
Is this starting to feel like your championship year, Alex?
No, not yet. It's too early. I mean...
He's like a surgeon, so precise, so methodical with every step.
Great job, man. The Motor City says hello, hello. Alex Palou is the one in this 2023 IndyCar season. He is the one here at Road America. And Alex Palou wins again. Back-to-back races.
Yeah! Yes!
And check this out, folks. First 55 races of an IndyCar career. And look at where he lands. Straight away in rarefied air. Up against the greats of the sport. Alex Palou has racked up some numbers that are simply mind-blowing. Don't let that fact escape you of what this guy, in the very short term, has done in his IndyCar career. Champion in just his second year. He podiumed once in his first year and then went on to be a champion in his second year. Won again in the next year, and here he is here in the most dominant fashion, 3 times a winner this year, with way more. He's fast approaching a 2-race victory advantage in this series. There's Barry Wanzer. That's the voice you hear on the over the radio all the time. A very calming voice to Alex Palou. And have to be said, there's not a lot of radio transmission between those guys.
No.
They have a beautiful understanding. Alex isn't a radio heavy speaker. You know, he doesn't need a lot. He just gets on with the job. And what a team.
Green light going on then. We're underway for another 10-minute session here. I wonder who we're going to see going through for the Firestone Fast 6. The top 12 shootout is underway. The second round of qualifying. I'll tell you one thing as well, Jess. The nerves start to get in now because we've got so many talented drivers here, but so many unusual ones that we want to see them go through. Look, Ericsson, Palou, Rosenquist, McLaughlin, Harvey, Malukas, Kirkwood, Dixon, Herter, Lundgaard, Power, and Rahal. There's so many I want to go through, and then some I don't want to go through because I want the others to go in. It's difficult.
It's a nice group of drivers as well. So we have Ericsson that's done quite well, but there was a few races where he was unlucky. Obviously, we had the Rahal and Harvey. That is going to be good as well. And then we got Lundgaard, who got pole at the Indy Road circuit as well, and been looking quite strong over the past couple of races. So, but who's going to make it? Is it the Fast 6? Is it the Fast 6's one?
Yeah, this is the top 12, so after this will be the Fast 6, yeah.
It'll be the Fast 6. Okay, cool. Just checking. So, I'm going to make my predictions. I'm going to go for, obviously, Palou, because he's been strong. Ericsson, Rosenquist, Power, Dixon, Herter.
Is it Iowa next? I think it is. Then we go to Toronto. So, next time out, the oval qualifying will be different as well. We go back to what we do on IndyCar, so we'll be commentating on that as well. But it's the 2-lap average speeds.
It's
Toronto
it's a double
first.
header.
Yeah. So Iowa. Also again.
Toronto first.
So Toronto's next week, then Iowa.
Toronto's on the 16th.
Yeah.
And then the week after, it's the Iowa doubleheader.
And that's on the 21st.
22nd and 23rd.
23rd.
Saturday and Sunday.
You should know that, Joss, because that's my birthday weekend.
I do know that. But I've got the weekends the wrong way round. Which means... on the Saturday, there's nothing I need to be in the commentary box for.
What, on the 16th?
Yeah.
It's qualifying.
Well, I can easily leave that to IndyCar Radio because there's a party I've been invited to, you see.
Oh, right.
And it's black tie. And it's kind of difficult to get out of.
Unless No, actually, no. I might be needed at that week.
You might be doing creative.
And I'm around.
Yeah, I could see if I can be around.
Anyway.
Anyway,
well, if you two
want
to take it, I'll leave the coverage on like now. So we'll discuss that later.
Yeah. Anyway, team breakdown of round 2. There's 3 Ganassis, 2 Penske's, 2 Andretti's, 1 Coin, 3 RLLs, and 1 Arrow McLaren. That's 9 Hondas and 3 Chevrolets, and they are Ericsson, Plo, Rosenqvist, McLaughlin, Harvey, Malukas, Kirkwood, Dixon, Herter, Lundgaard, Power, and Rahal. As the first good time on the board, it's Power with a 108.1841.
Herter's looking pretty much nailed in here, superbly through the jump section at the mid-half and just gets exited perfectly. So this is looking good from Herter across the line. What's his first Delta time? 107.3405. Great time from Colton Herter. Palou to second, 107.5914. Lundgaard, 107.2496. Well, this is improving.
Those are the
really
early
good
times.
from Lundgaard.
Yeah. Kirkwood goes 6th, but everyone's improving. McLaughlin.
They can go quicker.
This is on board with the High V car. Can't quite tell the number at the top of my screen. It's not Rahal, so which one are we on board with?
No, it's
Malukas.
Harvey.
Harvey, yeah, you're right. Well done, Jess.
Yeah, Harvey.
Harvey
Because
on
it's
board.
black aero screen.
Yeah, I recognise his. I think I recognise his gloves, like his suit overalls. That's why I knew it was Harvey.
Well, there's Ericsson.
We know what Ericsson's livery looks like, don't we?
Yeah. The husky chocolate as well. The red with the white side pods.
P2 in the championship.
74 points behind Palou. It's not that much with an IndyCar. 50 points for a win. As Herter 106.8408 goes top. Go on, Josh.
Yeah, and Lundgaard second, 106.9481. Palou 107.1892. Ericsson fourth with 107.3904. Scrap that. Kirkwood goes fourth, but now McLaughlin goes third.
It's all change across the line. Dixon and Power.
Dixon improving and Power.
Up by a 10th. As into the pits comes Scotty Mack from third. Where's Dixon? Scott Dix, as they've been calling him, alongside Scotty Mack across the line. What's shaking Dix goes up to third. 107.0256. Nicely done from Scott Dick there. As Power 2 approaching the line. Is he quicker? 6th. Kicks out Kirkwood. So after the first runs, Herter, Lundgaard, Dixon, McLaughlin, Palou, Power, the top 6 out. Kirkwood, Ericsson, Harvey, Rahal, Rosenqvist, Malukas. Kind of the ones you'd expect to be going through and kicked out, really, isn't it? I think Lundgaard's a surprise there.
Yeah, well, I've just had a look, and on the TV screens and at the pit assignments, keep an eye on Scott Dixon. He's the first pit box in, but also keep an eye on names like Rossi, Newgarden, and O'Ward, who have the last 3 at pit out. And Colton Herter as well, some big names at the far end of the pit lane.
We'll keep her sharp because they're going to get on the track first, get round quicker. Dixon's got to go through the whole pit lane, so it is a curse sometimes being at the first entry to the pit box, but it comes in handy on race day, is what he says as well. Because you don't have to wait for anybody leaving. He can just go straight in, straight out. So it works out for him quite good in the number 9 for the Chip Ganassi Racing. Car's getting refilled. 4.5 minutes to go on the board then. We'll have another break before the Firestone Fast 6 gets underway. Out goes Palou. I think Kirkwood's joining him as well. Power's coming out. The 45 and Lundgaard's coming out. When's Herter going to go? McLaughlin's still getting airflow to him. The 2022 Mid-Ohio winner. Won here last year in quite dominant fashion, if I remember correctly. Just over a 2-hour race due to some cautions, but it was quite good.
And I believe the pit boxes here are 35 feet.
They are, yes.
Wow.
Yes. And that's quite short for IndyCar pit boxes. Most of the other places, you see them around 40 feet.
Josh T with the facts there. Love it.
He's just keeping me and you awake, Jess, as well.
Yeah, I know, because we've been at it. Well, Josh B has been at it all day.
Yeah. It's been one of those. You've done more though, I think. I think we've done about the same, just 'cause.
No, I was commentating from 1 till half 20 to 6.
Yeah. But I've had breaks in the
About
morning.
5 and a bit hours.
Well, I mean, I've been around for every single JB Motorsports broadcast today, but then you two have gone out and about in the field.
Yes. We've done more. And you've had a break, but you have been here. We've all
Yes,
been.
Oh yeah,
but
I
then
had the sprint shootout.
After IndyCar qualifying, I'm going to go out into the field for USRN.
So I think you probably would have do the same hours as me today.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the NASCAR race is quite long.
It's Xfinity, so it shouldn't be too long. It should be done by 12:31 a.m. Something like that.
I probably won't watch all of it, listen to all of it, because I need to be up at 9 in the morning.
See
Anyway.
I'm not even sure if I
Okay.
can do this at the ERC. I think I'll have some food, then do an hour, then leave, because I'm honestly.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll have some other people
Yeah.
that are willing to do.
The
like
program's
Omi.
meant to end at 1.
Yeah. Because my eyes.
Like Omi. Omi
Yeah.
can. Omi's always a trooper anyway. Like, if we ask him to do something, he'll do it.
Remember Le Mans? The whole 24 hours, the only one of the team to be in the box the whole time. That was insane.
Stop rubbing it in.
Well, I left as well. I left to cover in MotoGP for 45
Honestly, I tried. There was one time I had to do something for 24 hours. I did it when I was younger, but couldn't do it as an adult. I just can't.
Yeah, I'm feeling that now,
fall asleep.
Jess. I've done 7 Le Mans in a row, and this year's was by far the hardest to do. I just couldn't.
It was just difficult.
Yeah, could not stay. It was a great race, loved it, but I just could not keep
I did a
up with it.
6-hour GE Global Endurance stream for Le Mans, and the last few hours was tiring for me.
I think we need more team members for the Enduros.
We could try and work with some PSGO and Grid Network and people. And
Let's get George Morgan in. Let's torture him for a little bit on Endurance.
let's get George in. That'll be good.
He'll keep us awake. He's got energy like the Duracell bunny, hasn't he?
I don't know how he has all that energy.
No idea.
He has more than me.
When was
Anyway.
Have you talked to George, by the way, Josh?
I haven't sent him a message just yet. No, Jess has. I'll send him a message later.
He put a tweet about it as well. Bless him.
The one thing
said.
The one thing that I just was seeing the Final Times comment. The one thing I'm thinking about is the fact is that, as you always know, people on the internet are morbid, and they put out the videos as well. And I hate the fact it's one of the things. His voice is going to be over that crash for the rest of time, and that it hurts. And I know, and it must. I know how it hurts. And it's going to hurt. And I hate that for him.
I know George will be taking advice from one person, Mr. Alex Jake.
Yeah, I hope so too, because Jake's commentated on that horrible crash at Anthony Burr. Yeah, Herta's got top though in this session for Lundgaard, Ray Hall, Kirkwood, Dixon below, but Dixon's improving. Rahall's got to third. Power McLaughlin though might kick out Dixon and Palou. Ericsson,
That'll be a shocker.
Harvey's in the pit. I think Harvey's in the pits. Harvey's backed up his time. Power is just there. Power's missed out. I think out of the last corner.
And McLaughlin.
Power's up by 16 thousandths across the line. They're just about.
Yeah,
Power's out.
Palou.
Power's out, and Palou might not get through. They're a championship leader. They're all dropping down. Power's lost time. Doesn't do it. What about Scotty Mack? Ericsson's up. Well, this has changed. Palou's holding on for 6th place.
Rahall's a shocker, isn't he, about making it through?
He is in.
This is his track.
Cross the line for McLaughlin. Yeah, Rahal says it's a home race. Cross the line for McLaughlin doesn't improve.
Scotty doesn't improve, so that's it, I think.
Yeah, they've all done it.
No.
Yep.
So basically, most of my predictions not doing well.
But the one you said was doing good is his, because Rahal's through.
Lundgaard.
Yeah, Lundgaard too.
I think I predicted Lundgaard, Herta, Dixon and Palou. 4 out of the 6.
That's brilliant, Jess. Better than I can manage that.
Not bad. The ones I predicted but are knocked out were Power and Ericsson.
So your complete running order for the Firestone Fast 6: Herta, Lundgaard, Rahal, Kirkwood, Dixon, Palou. out, starting 7th is Power, 8th for McLaughlin, 9th for Ericsson, 10th for Rosenquist, 11th for Harvey, and 12th for Malukas. But this is Graham Rahal, who's turning his season around. Back in 2015 here at Mid-Ohio, some daredevil moves up the inside line and taking the lead of the race and then taking the checkered flag. I was commentating on that one. We couldn't believe it. He then went on to win a couple of weeks later as well at Fontana. And he had a milkshake presented to him in Parc Fermé. He went on to win Fontana that year as well. Just after a little bit of an accident as well in the middle of the field. Okay, Firestone Fast 6 coming soon. For the meantime, though, we're going to hand over to NBC.
With his teammate Christian Lundgaard, Colton Herter, Kyle Kirkwood, Scott Dixon and Alex Palou. Unfortunately for these guys, though, they go no further.
Yeah, a lot of surprises there, certainly with Ericsson, but Power's the one that had all the speed this morning. Very comfortable with his race car. He was worried about rain. He wasn't worried about dry conditions, so you got to think that he'll be scratching his head a bit, trying to figure out where those precious 2/10 went.
Yeah, I mean, Ericsson's going to be disappointed. Two of his teammates up in the Fast 6. Felix Rosenquist, we saw a lot of pace out of McLaren today. Surprised to not see any of the McLarens in the Firestone Fast 6, but it just shows you how competitive it is. You look at that list of drivers there. I mean, it's tough. There's only 6 spots, guys, and there's so many teams and drivers capable of getting there.
About 7 minutes. Thank you. And there is Will Power. As we said, on road and street courses, not to have this guy, A, in the Firestone Fast 6, or B, not grab a pole this year, it just is very strange. That's his domain. The one-lap flyer, the ultimate speed. And this is somewhat of an anomaly.
I mean, with a guy with 68 career pole positions, and you came into this season and you were placing bets on Will making a Firestone Fast 6. I mean,
by July,
like 100% guarantee statistically that he should be in there.
You put $1 million on it.
Absolutely.
I love the team spirit there. Scott McLaughlin just going and shaking all of his crew members' hands, saying thank you, good stuff. We'll go get him tomorrow. He's feeling like he's on a real roll at the moment. So even though he didn't make the Firestone Fast 6, he won't like that. But he's keeping the vibe positive there at the Thirsty Threes, and they will live to fight another day tomorrow. Watch for him to be a factor. By the way, in case you're wondering, last time Graham Rahal in the Firestone Fast 6, Portland 2 years ago. So that's how much relief is going to come to the 15 team.
And it was back in Barber of 2019, the last time Graham Rahal qualified in the top 3. So it's been a long time, but he earned it today. To learn more about the driver, the number 12 Verizon, let's go back down to pit lane with Dylan.
Yeah, let's get his thoughts on his laps. So just missed the Fast 6, but how did those laps feel?
Good, yeah. The car felt really good. Just obviously ultra tight. Looks like this, you know, everyone in front of us are Honda, so maybe they're just suiting their engine a little bit. This condition being very humid, but honestly, there's not many places. I could have done a bit better with the tire prep on the first lap. I didn't anticipate having to back up in 4, 5, 6, and probably didn't have the tire temp for the first sector. But man, not for me. I mean, I was quicker in the first round, but maybe the track slowed up. It's everything I had.
All right, it's always changing here at Mid-Ohio. Will Power finished 3rd last year after going to the back, and he'll start much closer to the front this year, Kevin.
Marcus Ericsson will start 9th, needed about 3/10. You spent a couple of extra minutes in the car and then kind of looking at data a little bit. I wonder sometimes, is it confusing? Do you look at where are we missing? How did the car feel?
Yeah, I mean, it's always so tight in these sessions. I think, you know, Q1 was really good. We were P1 in our group, and then we did some small changes for Q2 to sort of predict the track, and I think maybe with hindsight that wasn't the best. Still, the car felt pretty good. I did 2 clean laps. They were very consistent. We was missing a little bit there in Q2, and you know, in this field, that's enough to be bumped, unfortunately. So, a bit disappointing.
So, from what you felt in practice, what are the chances of moving forward all the way to the front from 9th?
Pretty good. I think, you know, we're always really strong on race day. I think that's been our that's our best day, and it's been for a few years. So I'm pretty confident, and still within, you know, inside the top 10 is still a decent place to start from. And then with we don't know what the weather will do. It was supposed to rain now and it's blue skies. So we'll see tomorrow what it does. But I'm still feeling confident, and you know, I believe in the 8th car and the 8th crew. We can move forward tomorrow.
Thank you, Marcus Ericsson. Second in the championship, starts 9th tomorrow, Dylan.
Scott McLaughlin will roll from just in front of him in 8th. And man, it's so tight, it's so close, and you got to be perfect. How would you evaluate your laps?
I think they were really good. You know, one of some of my best laps of the weekend. I think we've made the car, the Good Rancher Chevy, a lot better. We just missed it. It's IndyCar, so tight. So, yeah, we'll work. We can win from 8th. Really proud of everyone. A lot of perseverance here this weekend, working hard. Who knows what the weather's going to bring, and see what we got.
It seemed like, and I talked to Kyle about this before the session, your guys' car was pretty maneuverable this morning. Is that something that you felt like you didn't have on those laps there, or was that not the case?
No, we keep making it better. It's just, you know, I just missed one of my corners, and you miss it by a little bit, it is what it is. But, you know, really proud of everyone. Good Ranchers Chevy. Like we said, we can win from 8th. I think me and Will are the first couple of Chevys, so we'll be pushing hard from there and see how we go.
All right, he'll start next to his teammate tomorrow and go for his 2nd straight Mid-Ohio win.
So, we turn our attention to the Firestone Fast 6. This is the most exciting part of the Saturday of Quali Day, where it all funnels down to these guys to determine the first 3 rows on the grid. Obviously, it's part of the Indianapolis 500 now, but it's always been, for the longest time, been part of road and street course racing, where it is, okay, show us what you've brought, and time to deliver. Colton Herter, can he win another pole? He won from pole position here, by the way, back in 2020 when we had the double header. Christian Lundgaard, we know how good he is, and his teammate Graham Rahal. Kyle Kirkwood won from pole on the streets of Long Beach, California. Scott Dixon, although he's Mr. Mid-Ohio with 6 wins, 6 of those wins, only 2 pole positions. So it's not like he's been the qualifying master here, and that doesn't bother him in the PNC Bank Honda. And then the championship leader, Alex Palou, who has won 2 pole positions this year and 3 races, the American Legion Honda pilot. So this is going to be thrilling, and they're all Honda-powered cars, which is pretty strange. Normally there's a pretty even split in the Firestone Fast 6, but it's all Honda power.
And Q3 is always a bit of a reset, James, because of the used tire situation, right? They burned 2 sets of sticker reds to get to this point, to get into this Fast 6. I like Alex Palou in these situations where precision in a suboptimally handling race car with used tires where it starts to move around a little bit more. I like the narrow operating window where Alex Palou has done such a great job of keeping his car in the window as Chip Ganassi can barely handle the stress of this. It looks like tense moments down there.
What'll be interesting to see is what teams decide to do banker laps on the primaries, then switch to one of their used alternate sets versus maybe a team that thinks the alternates, the red strategy could be right. Kev, what are you hearing down in pit lane?
It's mixed. As I asked people before, what's better, used reds or sticker blacks? I got about 50-50. Ultimately, they're going to learn through these 2 sessions. They didn't know at this point. But Alex Palou is one of those that said, we're not quite as good on the reds as we are in the blacks and compared to everyone else. But he said, we'll be okay. My confidence level is about a 9 out of 10 for winning a pole.
That's not bad. Those are pretty good odds, and it's hard to bet against him. You see the used reds on his car right now, so that team looking at going red, you would start on a set of sticker primaries and run them through if that's what you were going to do. So I think majority of the cars probably starting on those primaries, going to get their banker laps in and switch to their best set of alternates.
Away we go then, green light, and we are underway for the Firestone Fast 6. So who will be hot, who will be not? And Dixon, Palou, Rahal, Herter, Kirkwood, Lundgaard, one of those 6 will start on pole position. Let's pick a pole then, Jess. Who do you think?
Oh. Wait, what? Sorry?
I was sorry, pick a pole. Who do you think's going to be on pole?
Palou, I think.
I'm thinking Palou as well. What about you, Josh?
I'm going to go Palou or Lundgaard.
Right, so 3 for Palou and a half for Lundgaard. That's not too bad. I'm just having a little bit of a wonder here on the circuit, exactly what we're going to see, because they're all going out together. They're not spreading out. So Herter's got Rahal right behind him. So a toe is what he's looking for to get a faster time. Quite cheeky as they start their power laps now.
And there's so many places where you can get a tow around this circuit, and you don't want to be the first driver that's out on a lap.
Oh, they've come back in.
Except Lungard. Yeah, except Lungard.
That's really bizarre.
And Kirkwood.
That's strange. That Herta and Pelot go straight through the pit lane, just coming in for new tyres. Black primaries. Okay.
I'm confused here.
They've taken off the sticker reds and they've put on black primaries. That's a bizarre call. And they're going to go away now. No, Herta waiting for Rahal to go. That's Pelot, sorry. Okay. You got it wrong, it's Pelot. Oh, Pelot nearly touching with Herta, and Herta going, what were you doing? And he exited the pit lane there. So where's Rahal got to then? Driver Tracker's putting him at the exit of the corner. Ah, there we go. Now we update. There we go. Tracker's massively out of date. There we go. It's fixed itself now. No wonder we were seeing doubles. I was wondering why we were seeing
Sounds
doubles.
like the NASCAR Cup Series qualifying was fun.
Oh no. How many red flags?
What happened?
Hamlin versus Reddick versus Van Gisbergen for pole.
That is a lot of drama for tomorrow. Rahal set the banker 106.9663 as into the pit lane he comes. So they've done the openers and now they're going to go on to the black primaries. So they're not happy with the reds. They want black primaries. Can't believe as well Ed thought that both myself and Jess were ginger.
What? It was... Oh my goodness. I was literally cooking food and the first thing I heard was Ed talking about me with ginger hair. I was like, what?
I was like, I don't have ginger hair. He said, what? I said,
No.
I said, neither does Jess. I said, neither does Megan. So,
Yeah, good.
his laptop must be colour mad. He says he's colourblind as well now. So, hope you're alright, Ed.
Aww.
To be fair, he must be thinking about that. Here's a car you can't misidentify. Christian Lundgaard with a 106.7805 to the top.
Woo!
Can he take a pole position? Oh, he touched the green. He's coming in the pit lane anyway.
Yeah, he is.
I've never seen a session where they pit for new tyres in a Firestone Fast 6.
Yeah, that's...
That is odd. Maybe they realised they were on the wrong tyre?
Yeah, they don't want to be on the reds, they want to be on the blacks.
Yeah.
Oh no, new reds. Red. Hang on, we've got. Okay, let's look at the driver tracker for a second. Look, this is what I'm finding interesting here. Red tyres for Lundgaard,
Very light
Rahal.
problem for Lundgaard.
Yeah, reds for Lundgaard, Rahal, Kirkwood, Dixon. Blacks, Herta, Pelot. But they've all come into the pit lane to change.
Herta 109.503.
That's a banker lap. He's on it now, but he's on the black primaries. Let's see how much he can do then on this time. 2:45 left on the clock. Oh, he took his hand off the wheel there to change a quick bit of brake bias and couldn't do it. Had to downshift. Pelot's losing the rear of the car. It's snapping away from him in the exit of turn 3. Crossing where we'll go green tomorrow. The green flag will be there. The checker flag will be at the... Well, the checker flag marker is. Yeah. 3 different start lines.
Oh, that's going to be confusing tomorrow.
Well, it's confusing now because we've got a finish line that's at where the marker is, and we've got a start line, then we've got an alternative finish line out here. It's so confusing at Mid-Ohio.
Yeah.
But basically, we'll go through the start line and the restarts, and then the start line's around the corner.
Yeah.
I'm going to get some food.
1 minute 52. Rahal improving by 2 tenths. Herta goes to second. Pelot improving a little bit, but not very much.
Across the line then comes Alex Pelot on a time up by 0.076 of a second. Herta's up, but Rahal up 2.5, nearly 3 tenths of a second. Rahal absolutely flying. We're riding with him now into the last 2 corners for the control line underneath the bridge. Rahal across the line. It's a 106.3528. He takes provisional top honours here. Here comes Dixon. He's down by...
I think Pelot's on a banker.
Yeah, and Kirkwood's improving. Dixon goes third. Lundgaard's 9 tenths down, so he's going to have to go for another run.
Kirkwood's improving by quite a bit.
Up by 0.003.
Actually, no, not now.
Here's Alexander Palou. He'll start his lap now.
Lundgaard's improving. Palou second.
106.4166. Can Rahal take the unlikely double? But look at that. Palou's up. Lundgaard's up. Herta's up. Kirkwood's up.
Everyone's up.
But it's only by fractions of a second. Here comes the 27 of Kyle Kirkwood. He's fighting for control out the last corner. Across the line, Kirkwood second. That's his best time. Lundgaard's improving. He's dropping. Kirkwood up and down.
Kirkwood up again. Palou up.
And then they all hit red.
That's it for Kirkwood, I think. That's done.
Yeah, he's pitted. Kirkwood's out. He's in the pit lane. Checker flag is out now. Lundgaard will be the first to meet it. Rahal might get pole. Rahal is going to get pole. I can't believe it.
Oh my goodness.
Lundgaard is sliding around across the line. Does Lundgaard have anything to do? No. Rahal's in the pit lane. Dixon's in the pit lane. It's between Palou, Lundgaard and Herta. Palou across the line. Herta's improving. Here he is across the line. Is Herta going to steal it away from Rahal? Under the bridge. He does it! By 43 thousandths of a second. Herta takes pole. But Rahal starts second.
On the first row with Herta and Kirkwood.
What an amazing run. Herta pole. Rahal second. Kirkwood third. Palou fourth. Lundgaard fifth. Dixon in sixth.
What a top six.
Rahal, high five. The misery of the season begins to evaporate now. Rahal, Letterman, Lanigan Racing click at their home track. But Colton Herta has shone out by 43 thousandths. The top three separated by 60 thousandths of a second. Unbelievable. Look at the track. Insane. Absolutely insane. Bring it on. Bring on this. Let's go to the screen. Bring on the season. The race tomorrow. That's going to be great. Round 9 of 17. Bring it on.
It's making me even more excited. I got the IndyCar bug this year.
I thought so. 500. Last time out at Road America. Now here in Mid-Ohio.
Yeah. Get me on for more, if I'm free, obviously.
Yes, because usually you're doing Creator Tune, aren't you, as well?
Well, not this week. They've got someone else.
Well, to be fair, you deserve a break. Everyone's working so hard.
I do, which I'm actually kind of glad they got someone else, to be honest, for this week.
Right, we won't be on we'll stay on there for 2 more minutes and then we'll go off because we could all do with a break. To sort of relax and go, melt away. So, let's go through. It's Herta, Rahal, Kirkwood, Palou, Lundgaard and Dixon. Josh T, what did you make of that?
That was a classic IndyCar qualifying. Brilliant times as Colton Herta gets out of his car. Brilliant times. Some shock exits. Some shock early exits. But, yeah, just a classic, good old IndyCar qualifying at Mid-Ohio.
What about you, Jess?
Absolutely amazing stuff. Jack Harvey did well as well. Shame he didn't get it to the final 6, but right on the front row. Amazing stuff.
Here he is, our pole sitter, Colton Herta.
Including your teammate. You decided for the primaries. There's Kyle Kirkwood. Good run for him. How did you get it done?
I mean, it was a tough call. It seemed like Reds and Blacks were pretty close on second run and new. So it wasn't an easy one, but you know, they gave me a good car that was good on both tire compounds, so with the option to run both. And yeah, the Gamebridge Honda was flying, and yeah, just really happy to get 2 in a row.
Hey, it's a good birthday present for your new strategist, Uncle Rob Edwards, the COO of Andretti. Happy 60th birthday, Rob, right?
Yeah, he's still around here. I'm glad that he's still here and not retired. But yeah, can't wait for tomorrow. Obviously, with Rob on the stand, hopefully we can get him an even better birthday present, and that's a win.
I got a trophy for you here, the NTT Pole Award presented to you. Colton Herta leads the field to the green at Mid-Ohio tomorrow afternoon on USA. To Dylan.
You see, you get him a family member, he'll actually start doing better. Brian has been with him this year. Get him a family member. He's doing better. Oh, Jess has gone into the red zone. As it comes through. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, well, thank you, Jess. Thank you, Josh. Let's go and have some food and a bit of a break. I'll be back on.
Josh T has got NASCAR.
Oh, yeah, that's true. He's got an hour off as well. I'll be on ERC as well. Their 24-hour race. The ERC 24 hours at Le Mans is underway.
Omi's out at the moment, I think.
Is he solo or is he with Alex and Tom?
He's with if I can get the Discord. Come on, I can't find the Discord. That's worrying because I've got to find it. I have. I think he's with Alex and I know he's with Alex. But I don't know who else he's with. No, and he's with Peter. He's with
dear.
Peter.
It's only Omi and Peter. Well, Omi can talk for ages. That'll be fine. I'll be back on in an hour's time, and I'll sign off after an hour because I'm absolutely,
And then you got Formula 2 and Formula 3 tomorrow, and F1. Boom, and Porsche.
It's one of those days, isn't it? And then IndyCar in the evening. I think not cricket Monday, but what we got Monday? Wimbledon, tennis.
What, is Wimbledon back?
Yeah. Why? Do you want to do some commentary?
No, I'm busy.
Wimbledon
I've got
back.
PSGL commentary at 8.
That's true. Yes, Wimbledon is back, and I'll be covering a couple of the games. Myself, Tom, and Matthew will be covering some of the cricket. Okay, sorry, of the tennis. Force of habit. We've also got the cricket. I just non-stop. I don't sleep right. Brain needs fast juice. My thanks to Jess. My thanks to Josh. Jess will hopefully not be purple. We'll see you tomorrow for Mid-Ohio.
Oh yeah, sorry.
It's fine. It's funny. We'll see you tomorrow. It's been Colton Hurtle on pole from Rahal second. See you tomorrow.